Hello everybody, welcome to Robert's Train Set. I bought this a blog, didn't I, as well as a little update and a running session. Well, the running session's a bit behind me. So the blog bit first, I thought we called it a blog because it's a bit on my life rather than the railway. For the last, I don't know, 10 years, every Saturday I've usually walked up the road to get fish and chips or chicken and chips or whatever. Even when Marilyn was alive. Set out Saturday. And happy as a sandboy, walking up the road, talk to some of the neighbours. Walking along. I'm pretty good at looking at where I'm going. More for dog poo more than anything, really. And walking along cheerily. And the next minute I know I'm on the bloody floor. Graze on my knee, and a little graze on this one, healing. And very sore shoulders. And I think the major thing is, you might notice it, when I smile now, instead of looking like, I don't know, Daffy Duck or whatever, I don't know now, lost my front teeth. Really weird. All brought about by somebody, either on purpose or inadvertently, and I don't know how well you can see this, but leaving that in the middle of the pavement, it's all a bit more screwed than it was when I got caught. And if we have a look, a nice IKEA name all round it. Obviously what they use to wrap up their parcels. Inadvertently, I said, in that it's all in one bit, it's not been cut. So I'm wondering whether it was loosely wrapped round a parcel and fell off, fell out. Anyway, that managed, I don't quite know what happened, it was all literally boom, and I was on the floor. Obviously went through one of my feet, or one of my foot went through it, and I either stood on the back of it, or when I brought my other foot through to carry on, that went in as well. Anyway, it was like having my feet tied together. When you start stumbling, you usually try and move your feet to sort of stop you, don't you? Couldn't do it. And over I went, and the shoulders are hurting because, natural instincts are putting your hands out. So that's what I did. Got a little bit on my hands, but I think I went straight down on the pavement. Just to be checked and that, I did end up in hospital. Only a couple of hours, I suppose. Had a good check-up. I actually went because I thought they might be able to do something with my teeth, because I did actually put the bits that came out back in, because they weren't proper teeth. They were a little crown. So yeah, not as dramatic as having your actual front teeth knocked there. Anyway, so that's my bit of blog. Shoulders are improving. They're still quite sore, and when I first did them, I couldn't actually lift my arms above that height. So yeah. So that's that. But I'm all right. Shook me up a little bit, must admit. You don't expect that, do you? The second thing I'm going to say is this running session shouldn't be this. I came up with an idea. I'm sure we've all heard of musical chairs, haven't we? I thought, what about musical trains? And I was going to run a load of little trains around my layout, and the music would stop, and I did originally think you'd have to get them to stop in the station, but I think that would be impractical. So it would stop, and then the trains that were nearest to the station would stay in, and so forth, and then go out and whatever. Anyway, you'll see a little photo, or 3 photos, of the trains I had on, and basically they were an engine with a single carriage, or a couple of goods wagons. And believe it or not, I had 9 on. I had 3 on each loop. So I spent time the day before seeing what speeds I had to set them all to sort of run, because I can't link them all together because they all run at different speeds. Hopeless. I thought I'd sort it out. but I only ever did all one at a time, so one loop at a time with three trains on. Came to do it today, got the outer loop going because you think that's the biggest thing, you've got more chance of it staying above. Oh, it was chaos. Chaos. I never even got to the inner loop, so I scrubbed that idea completely. But anybody else who wants to take it up can do so. I don't mind, because I can't do it on here. Or not with that amount of trains, anyway. Anyway, have a look at the pictures, you can see what I had. Very strange little trains, I must admit. So I'm doing this one. The update is just little bits, so I'll do some separate bits and show you, and also one of them is something that Alan from Dragon's Junction asked for, so I've kept him happy. And talking of Alan, I've got to thank him again for another little shout out. And also, I think it's Richard at St Michael's Hill. He gave me one as well at the end of one of his what's the names, and it did make quite a bit of difference. You know, I've shot up from the 100 now. Last count when I was filming this, 136. So it does make an effect. So thank you to both of you, and obviously thank all the new subscribers, and obviously all the ones that are staying with me. So thank you very much. So I think that's about it. So I'm going to do the little updates in between bits of the running session. So I won't do the running session all in one go. I'll do bits and whatever. So anyway, there we are. And hope you enjoy it. And yeah, be careful when you're walking around. And that is deadly. Anybody that leaves anything like that on the pavement is not being very nice, I would say. But it could have been an accident. I don't know. Anyway, cheers. Bye. Right, so the little updates that I was going to tell you about. So here's the first one. I've done a little bit of the grass and some of the bushes to the entrance to the tunnel. and as the 4MT goes through, and the next bit is this corner. I've done this corner, and you might like to notice there's some cowls on it. They're not new cowls. I'll pan across slowly for you. They come from the field in the middle of the town. The electronic barriers that were meant to keep them in kept breaking down, and they kept roaming onto the road. So the local council and the police told the farmer to move them, so that's where he's moved them to. He's still trying to get the electronic fence to work, so they might move back one of these days. And the final update really is Alan from Dragon's Junction did ask for some brick inside my tunnel. So I've done it on this one. I've not done it on this one because this tunnel is part of the girder bridge and that's all painted in the grey. So I've left that. But I have done what you've asked for, Alan, and I'll also show you a little run through with the old camera to show what it looks like going through. Okay, thank you.